But I also ate a lot of pastry, and I made a little platter of it on New Year's Eve, and after I ate that, I thought, I just want to eat a massive bowl of broccoli now. Hi everybody, welcome to the Vegan Brit. I hope you all had a really excellent Christmas. I know that things have been very different this year and very challenging for a lot of people, so however you celebrated it, I hope you had a really lovely day. I was planning on doing a what I eat in a day. I've got to be honest with you, on Christmas Day I was just exhausted. In our family we go to midnight mass normally, and when we come back from midnight mass, even if it's before midnight and mass has started early, that's Christmas to us. So we open all our presents and we have our little nibbles and we celebrate, and we don't go to bed till like 3 or 4 in the morning. So I was very tired on Christmas Day, and I did do a little bit of filming, but it wasn't as good quality as I feel you guys deserve. I didn't have my lights set up, I wasn't bothered. I might as well show you now a little bit about what I did eat. I think a lot of people worry when they're thinking about going vegan that they're going to miss out on big holidays like Christmas and Easter and like birthdays and any kind of celebration, but I honestly didn't miss out. There was so much choice for me, so many crisps and chocolates, and we had this wreath roast thing from Waitrose that was really delicious, and of course the vegetables are vegan anyway. I definitely didn't feel like I missed out. I was still able to have lots of yummy treats and Christmas pudding, even donuts like Morrison's jam, raspberry, and I think strawberry jam donuts, and their gingerbread donuts are all vegan. When you know what to look for, honestly, being vegan is so easy. There's so much that you can have. But I also ate a lot of pastry. I got some vegan spring rolls, sausage rolls, cheese rolls, and I made a little platter of it on New Year's Eve, and after I ate that, I thought, I just want to eat a massive bowl of broccoli now. As soon as Christmas was over, I got back into running. Actually, I haven't been running for a long time, but this morning I went for a run, and that, coupled with healthy eating, means that I'm feeling so much better after all of that Christmas stodge. And the sun came out, I ran in the sun, and it was brilliant. So I hope you all had a brilliant Christmas, and here's hoping that 2021 will be better. Now, I looked through my channel when I was thinking about what to do for my next video, and I realised that I don't have a single vegan curry recipe. Who doesn't like a really nice curry? So today, I'm going to show you how to make a sweet potato curry. I've been cooking this sweet potato curry since even before I was vegan. It's actually a gusto recipe, and I've adapted it a little bit because the recipe says that you chop up the sweet potato and then you cook it in the coconut milk, and I find that sweet potato takes absolutely forever to cook if you do it that way. So first things first, I've got my sweet potato, I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to put it to boil. But before I go into the recipe, I should probably tell you what you need for the recipe. For your sweet potato curry, you're going to need 1 sweet potato, brown onion, garlic, tomatoes, baby spinach, curry powder, vegetable stock cube, and coconut milk. As a special little extra, I like to roast some aubergines. They're really simple. I just chop up the aubergines and I toss them in some cumin, some salt, and I roast them in the oven. So if you want to do that too, you're going to need an aubergine. This one's probably too big. Gee, that's like the size of my head. And cumin. But if you want to keep it simple, just stick to the sweet potato curry. So like I said, first things first, I'm going to chop up the sweet potato and I'm going to boil it for a little bit to soften it before I start actually making the curry. Otherwise, I promise you, that sweet potato will not cook. It will not cook. It will cook eventually, but you'll have it for like dinner the next week. Sweet potato is such a pain to cook. Unless you boil it first, and then life will just be so much easier for you. Boil it first. There's a lot of goodness in the skin, so I'm going to keep the skin on, cut off all of these little gunky bits. You honestly need the strength of an ox to cut this up. That was easy. So I've got my sweet potato bubbling away just here. I don't want to cook it too much because it's going to continue to cook when I actually add it to the curry. So I want it to be mostly soft with a little bit of crunch. While that's boiling, let's cut up the rest of our vegetables. Not going to need all of this. Now this even looks like a lot, but when you start roasting it, it shrinks down a lot. Especially if, like me, you forget that it's roasting and it burns, then it pretty much disappears. But that's not going to happen today, guys. I'm determined. Now I know I said that this was optional, but honestly, they taste so good. I'm going to put these aubergines in now. They've just got some cumin, a bit of oil and a bit of salt on them. And I'm going to bake them and they get nice and chewy and crispy and they're just really nice to sprinkle on top of the curry. So I'm going to pop that in now. Wow, so the sweet potato has only just gotten soft enough for me to be happy with it. Guys, that took about 40 minutes for it to boil. So honestly, boil your sweet potato well in advance. But now we're ready to throw everything in. Everything's chopped up and everything from now on is going to be really quick and easy. I saved the water from the sweet potato because it smells sweet. And I'm going to use it in my stock. The aubergines are cooking away nicely. They maybe only need another 10 minutes, so better get on with cooking this curry. A little bit of salt to help it soften, but we are going to put in vegetable stock, so don't put too much in at this point. I've used a mild curry powder, but of course you can make it as hot as you like. Now's the time to add more spice if you want it. I'm going to add in the vegetable stock. So while my delicious curry bubbles away, I want to talk to you guys about Veganuary. Veganuary is a charity that encourages people to go vegan or plant-based for the month of January. So that's a 31-day vegan eating challenge. I know not everybody who watches my channel is vegan. That's absolutely fine. This channel is for everybody. The food can be eaten by everybody. It's just fun, healthy meals. But if you're curious and want to take that next little step, why not try Veganuary? If you go to veganuary.com and sign up, you'll get all sorts of help and support. They'll give you a recipe book that you can follow, access to a Facebook page, so if you have any questions, you can go on there and there's a lovely community of people willing to help you. And just for Veganuary, I've created a separate email address, cattheveganbrit@gmail.com, if you want to ask me any questions. So if you need any recipe ideas or tips or advice or just somebody to give you a little bit of support when you feel like you're flagging, then feel free to send me an email. I would 100% love to support you. And if anything, it's just a good time to try a plant-based diet. There's so much support during Veganuary. A lot of fast food chains bring out vegan options, which sometimes stay on the menu, but there's all sorts of goodies that are coming out. And if it's anything like last year, there'll be a lot of documentaries on TV, so you can educate yourself a bit about why people decide to go for a plant-based vegan diet. And speaking from experience, and I'm thinking of my sister and a couple of friends, when you try a plant-based diet, if you fully commit and eat plant-based for 31 days, and then go back to eating meat, see what it does to your mood, see what it does to your body, to your energy. Certainly the people that I know realised that it affected their mood and it affected their energy levels. And I know not everybody is the same, but if you're going to give a vegan diet a go, why not try it for Veganuary when you've got so much support available to you, including support from me. That's cattheveganbrit@gmail.com. I'm going to do a bit of editing while my curry is bubbling away, so I'll see you in a second. This has been bubbling away for about 20 minutes and it's ready for the last bits and pieces to go in. This looks like a lot of spinach, but trust me, it will reduce. Spinach is nicely wilted and this is all ready to serve. So here's the finished bowl of food and it looks amazing. I've served my curry on a bed of quinoa, get a bit more protein in. Here's the aubergine that I roasted in the oven, and then little extras, I've got some mango chutney and my mom's homemade pickle, which is really good. But I'm going to give this a try and tell you guys how it is, even though I've eaten it many times before. Oh, I've overloaded this bowl. This is tricky. Bit of mango. Can't find any potato. That's definitely staying in. Sorry. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Okay, let's try this. That's so good. That's such a nice, yummy winter curry. And all the little extra bits really make it too. The aubergine and the mango chutney and the pickle. If you want to know how to make the pickle, then leave a comment below and I'll get my mum to do a video, because we all know that she's the real star of my videos. Okay, I'm gonna go off and eat my dinner. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to sign up to Veganuary, that's veganuary.com. And if you want any support or you have any questions, the email is cattheveganbrit@gmail.com. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave a comment if there's anything you want me to make a vegan food video on, and I will see you all next week. Bye! Give that like button a hit and subscribe to the Vegan Brit. Give that like button a hit and subscribe to the Vegan Brit.